guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm jumping in with kind of a video response to my girl Dead Cheeky. She's been going through like these different little short videos, or I guess it's kind of a series of videos called her tattoo story. So Dead Cheeky has all these different awesome tattoos all over her body, and she likes sharing the story behind each of them. And I love kind of hearing people's stories, you know, whether they be about their tattoos or, you know, whatever it may be. And I just find it fascinating. Plus I get to see like the cool artwork that she has. I myself only have one tattoo, but I figured, hey, like maybe I'll share my story as well. So this is a VR to Dead Cheeky. Maybe we can turn it into a hashtag, so hashtag my tattoo story. But I would definitely love to hear from you guys. If you have a tattoo, I would love to hear your story, like what's behind it. Some people may have a hilarious story. Some people may have actual, you know, some, you know, pretty serious deep meaning behind them, and so I think that's pretty awesome. So let's dive into mine. So my tattoo is actually on the lower part of my back. It's about this tall, and I'll maybe hopefully can put a picture at the end of this video so that you guys can see. I do have the actual sketch that I used, so this is like my art that's on my back. And I got this I think around like 2005 when I was 24, but I had sat on this for I think maybe a year or two before I actually got it, because I wanted to make sure that it was absolutely perfect. And I keep my original image actually in this book. And this was my Nana's book and my dad's mother, and this is kind of what got me into the whole like Egypt thing. So yes, it is a cartouche, and it's kind of goes along with my last name because my last name translated is Egypt, so the whole family is like into like Egyptian everything. If you guys can see, I have like a little Egyptian Barbie doll back there. And actually one of my Christmas gifts is to go see the King Tut, you know, exhibit, and that's coming up March 16th, I believe. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. But yeah, I did a lot of research into, you know, what I wanted obviously on my back, and I wanted a cartouche. I wanted it actually to be my last name, but I know that even though you can go online and like get spellings of your name or whatever, it's not always super accurate because things are usually phonetically spelled in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic writing. So here we go. This is actually what is on my back. And so I did the phonetic spelling. I put girl down here, or female, because oftentimes at the bottom of a cartouche they might put like if it was dog, cat, pharaoh, male, female, and so that's kind of like personalizing for me. I was kind of thinking of some of these other things, but I decided just to kind of go with this, and so this was kind of enlarged and then photocopied kind of with that purple photocopy paper from way back when. I remember when like elementary school teachers used to photocopy with that, and I love the smell of those papers. But anyway, so yeah, so then he placed it on my back so that way he had like a purple outline of the image, and then that way he could just tattoo over it. But I got this done at the Ink House in Lake Forest, which is here in California, and I wanted the hieroglyphics that I was using to be from the 18th dynasty, and the reason I'm drawn to that particular dynasty and the Egyptian, you know, whole thing is because that is where Nefertiti and her dude were, you know, kind of the shakers of, you know, of their time. You know, it was like this huge drama. It probably would be all over Twitter if Twitter existed back then. It would be all over social media, because as you know, Nefertiti's husband, the pharaoh, he wanted to take the Egyptian pantheon. He wanted to take all those gods and goddesses and he wanted to make it monotheistic, which people were just not having, and so a lot of people retaliated, and after their deaths, and then, you know, when they're buried and gone, and a lot of the faces of Nefertiti were destroyed, as well as her husband, a lot of disfigurement, because people for them, they just weren't very popular. But I like that they kind of like shook things up and they wanted to see things from a different perspective. I myself am not monotheistic, you know, I would say I'm more polytheistic, but I like that idea of things getting shook up, that things were a changing and a moving. There was a lot of energy in that 18th dynasty. So I wanted to kind of look at the hieroglyphics from that era, and that's what I wanted to put on my back with my last name and it being Egypt, because I feel really connected to that time period. A lot of my family does. And actually going through some of my ancestry, I think it really does come from there. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. So that's kind of my story, you know, and I like sat on it and I was like, should I? And then I was like, no, I really want to. And then I was like, is it perfect? Is it perfect? Is this what I want? It's like perfect. And then I was like, yes, it is perfect. It is time to go get it. So yeah, that's my story. You know, I'm kind of into Egypt, everything, and I made sure that I did my studies. I made sure that it was phonetic. I made sure that I had all the right types of hieroglyphics and that it looked just the way I wanted to. And I like having my art on myself, which you know, I think is pretty neat. And as you guys know, I love art. And so yeah, so thank you, Dead Cheeky, for, you know, starting this off by putting all those awesome stories about your tattoos on here. And yeah, and hopefully I will maybe just drop a little photo of mine here. So yeah, if you guys dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell for more videos just like this. Don't forget to head over to my Etsy shop, Kittens Waits Tarot, where I have tons of different readings. I have salves, body sprays, jewelry, you name it, it's there, and it's magically good. Also, head over to the KWT tribe over on patreon.com, Kittens Waits and Tarot, so that we can all create more and do more for everyone together as a tribe, and you get freebies in the process. So that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you all later. Peace, love, and chicken grease.